And it is time to once again go back in time and reflect yet again and sit here and have the conversation. I forgot that I'm on the actual camera this time. I can't flip it forward or you can't see me. Let's talk about the front bump one more time, just for a second, just for a fucking minute, okay? Because I want this to be a moment. This is what you would call in your profession a teachable moment. This is what we call a teachable moment. Every time I go to a wrestling school, anytime that I'm ever training with people who's doing this for the first time, they always get nervous. There's always this talk and conversation about perfection. I don't want to mess anything up. They will put a lot of pressure on themselves. And I always tell people, you shouldn't put that much pressure on yourself. You should always strive to be dope and good at what you do, but you shouldn't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Even the greats fuck it up. If this was a great who fucked it up, we're just now learning close to a week out from this horrendous and horrific injury that this is a serious injury. They stripped him of the title. They have dissolved the vision as far as we know. I think they're going to keep the name. I think they're going to keep Paul with the group. There was already a vibe within the group that, especially once like Becky joined, that it was going to be Becky and Seth doing their thing, and then Bronson and Braun doing their thing with Paul. It was already kind of a vibe going there. So I don't know. Maybe this is something that it sped things up for sure, but at the very least, maybe now this is a situation where we can make things a little clearer amongst the group. But it leaves so many issues because they also decided to write him out. Division beat him up. Does that turn him into a babyface now when he comes back? If it does it turn Becky into a babyface when he comes back? She just wrestled on Raw as a heel in Sacramento, so she hasn't changed yet. Paul Heyman is now working exclusively with just the Browns, as they're now calling them on the TV, by the way. So if WWE is listening to my show, I'd like $1 or $2 for the Braun idea. I've been calling them Braun since WrestleMania, basically. But Dave,
I want to call them the Tribal Thieves because now the other Braun stole his championship belt. He's a thief too.
Oh, he gave it back though. He only had it for like 2 days. He gave it back.
He didn't really give it back. He gave it to Paul. He didn't give it to the original owner.
Yes.
Who he took it from. Okay?
Yeah, he didn't return. He returned it to the cops, basically, is what he did.
Okay.
Is what he did. Yeah, but that front bump fucked everything up. You could literally see the panic on Raw. Just how quickly things moved to making a battle royal, to Adam Pearce basically was out there for Raw doing 100% damage control. He had to go out there and explain everything that happened and what's going to happen. He just burned through explanations over and over because they were in panic mode.
He did, but I didn't like how they threw Becky in there like she was going to help with the damage control. And I feel like she did it. She didn't do a good job. I felt like she...
How did she help?
I don't think she helped. I think
where was she? What did she do that you felt like was supposed to do damage
control? I
I
thought she was supposed to be out there to kind of explain a little bit.
Explain what? The Seth thing?
The Seth thing
didn't even come up.
Yes, it did.
No,
she went to Paul Heyman
at the end of her match. She made a mention about her husband. Yes,
and she went up to Paul Heyman and she whispered in his ear.
Yes,
and I was just like, okay, but I didn't feel that her little conversation with Paul helped in the least bit, because now I felt like what she said turned the original story around based on what she said.
Oh, we always knew you'd turn on us.
He was using Paul the entire time.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And I'm like, that's not how it originally started. No. So now when he comes back, it's not like he could say, I want Paul Heyman back. Paul, you should be on my side again. Yeah. You shouldn't go to the Browns. You should help me talk to the Browns. Whatever like that. Now it's like, he is not to be trusted at all, even by Paul Heyman.
Seth?
Yeah.
Well, The vision started with mixed signals from the very beginning, because the turn at WrestleMania, right? Paul hits CM Punk in the nuts. Roman thinks, oh, so the white hits fucking Roman in the nuts. Seth does the deal. He wins the match. They stare at each other. It's the handheld. Paul Heyman has turned on everybody to be with Seth.
Mm-hmm.
That gives you the impression, just the turn, it gives you the impression that there was a mutual need there. Because Paul's reasoning, remember Paul's reasoning, I left Punk because Punk left me first. When Punk left in 2014. When he left in 2014, Punk was going through his shit. I defended him. I put my career on the line for him. I backed him. And then as soon as shit got sweet, he left. Similar to the Seth story. And I thought that's what bonded them over Punk. Roman Reigns. I loved Roman. I helped make him the tribal chief. He betrayed me when he lost at WrestleMania and disappeared off the face of the earth, leaving me to be in the same room with these disgusting, vicious Tongans for forever, who put me through a table at Madison Square Garden in front of my family and my friends. So that's a hatred toward Roman Reigns. Those are two very personal reasons that he betrayed CM Punk and Roman Reigns. But then when they started describing the relationship between Seth and Paul, that it was completely business. That's what Seth had said on the podcast. They said it in the ring. And not only that, but completely business.
But in the match that he had, he was like, hey, you have to prove to me that I made the right choice.
Now that takes us to Crown Jewel.
By being with you. And Seth did that. And Seth proved that he made the right choice. But then here comes Becky going, you know what? I know he just proved that he's the right choice, but he was just using you. It backtracks on everything he was doing.
The Monday before she cut that promo, the Monday where they betrayed him and speared him. They speared him at the end of the show when Punk won his match. At the beginning of the show, they started with Rollins putting over the talent in the ring, including Paul. With me, we've proven he's the GOAT.
Exactly.
He's the greatest all time.
Exactly.
But this whole time, he knew that the GOAT would betray him. He knew so
he was really playing the Messiah and Judas and everybody was going to backstab him.
So in essence, what Becky is saying is that her husband is an idiot. Because he knew since the very beginning that Paul would betray him. He knew the entire time. That's why when it happened, he didn't see it coming. Even though the weeks leading up to the... I'm supporting your case.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's why...
She
ruined everything.
She ruined everything.
She ruined everything.
Everything that everything that Pierce was trying to do to rectify the situation. Ruined it.
I wish I had that clip from Ricky Bobby when the girlfriend did that whole speech about getting up and facing your fears and all that stuff, and then the other stuttering friend was like making some comparison that was dumb. And he goes, you know, everything that she just said that was good and pure and nice, you ruined that. You ruined that just now. And I'm done with the tough guy act.
From who? Her?
Her.
I'm done.
Cornering Paul and all that other stuff. And he's supposed to cower in fear to this 80-pound woman who just is being very stern with him or something.
Yeah.
Like just 2 seconds ago, he was sassing to Adam Pearce, former NWA world champion, Raw general manager. But the 80-pound women's champion or intercontinental champion is scary to him.
I know.
Can we stop with the fear thing? I need that to stop. You can take women seriously and you can respect them. You don't need to be in fear.
Exactly.
You're fucking 6 foot, 280 pounds. She couldn't move you if she wanted to. All right.
And not only that, but if she's the man and she wants to talk tough to the men and she wants to hit the men, let the men hit her back. That's
the only problem I have with her putting her hands. Back in the day, in the Attitude Era, you would have caught a stunner for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You put your hands on Steve, oh well, bam, they can't do it now.
Or through a table.
Bubble power bomb. Not Mae Young. No, Mae Young. It was Mae Young.
No, it was a black chick with the big tatas. What was her name?
No, they all caught it, by the way.
Oh.
What I'm referring to specifically is the one off the stage to the floor.
Oh.
That's what Sass Mouth used to get you in the late 90s and early 2000s.
See?
Now you just, remember I was saying at the pay-per-view when Punk was finally going to get his comeuppance on Becky, was a sharpshooter. I was like, ew. I don't want to see that. She's
But-
been slapping the shit out of you for months.
But the fact that he is now written off
They wrote him
TV,
off.
and everything's vacant.
So that's a babyface turn.
And they scrambled. Now, according to rumors online, they were going to do this eventually.
Yeah.
But much later in the
Yeah,
year.
I mean, but that's
and now
classic
they
wrestling.
had to
yeah.
scramble now.
Because they don't know
everything
when
like
he's going
that.
to come back.
But that just made me think about, in the last 2 or 3 years, how many times have they had to scramble
Yes.
and vacate the title
due to some unforeseen circumstance.
Due to some unforeseen circumstance, such as injury or pregnancy, and then they had to quickly create a new storyline on the dime, like right there on the spot. The next show, they had to figure something out fast. And was it an improvement, or did it suck ass?
Did it suck ass?
You know, and so we were trying to go through it.
Yeah, there was a few that we
and there
found.
was a few. So there's apparently 4
recently. Within, what was it, like 3 years or something like that?
Yeah, so
4 major ones.
And you know
There's
what?
been some injuries and some title situations.
AI is not doing me a good job. AI mode. We were just talking about you, and now you're not supplementing my shit right now.
Because you talk shit about it.
Exactly.
You don't want her to be the star.
Exactly. But now I'm getting more examples. You let me know if they're true or not. Like
I can try to confirm. You can confirm. For you. Right,
so one saying was in December 2023, Charlotte Flair suffered a knee injury that required surgery, forcing her to vacate her title.
2024?
2023. December 2023. A women's world championship.
Yes.
Again, so she had to vacate. That's one already. Sonya Deville, women's tag team championship, August 2023. Yep. She had to relinquish the title after tearing her ACL.
Yep.
That's 2. Mm-hmm. Kylie Ray, the WWE ID Women's Championship, September 2025.
Not an injury.
But she had to vacate because of pregnancy.
Right.
And then Naomi, same position, August 2025, had to vacate, had to vacate because of pregnancy.
Yeah, Big Jim over here shooting the club.
That's 4 already, and that's just for the women's.
Right.
So, like, I mean, for Naomi, I feel like they were pushing her, and they put her in some really good matches to put her over.
Mm-hmm.
Whole new gimmick of she's proceed with caution. I mean, she went away from the glow to be this heel.
Completely different thing.
Completely different deal thing. And I feel like she fucked up her push getting prego. And to me, honestly, if you know that you're going to be on the road to getting a belt, then you need to wrap it up. Okay? I'm sorry.
Unless
that was not the time to say, hey, Triple H, I know you're trying to give me the belt, but we're thinking of starting a family. That's not what they came to the table telling him.
Yeah.
He gave her the belt thinking everything was in the clear. You're not talking about babies right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's so funny that as a woman you're saying that.
And if he didn't wrap it up and he tried the pull-out method, that's even worse for him.
Well, he's not me.
Okay?
You know he's not
so I'm just saying, like,
it's all right.
She was going somewhere. Some people were kind of backing her.
That was the run of her career. She's never had a run like that.
She's never going to have it again.
Well,
I don't think so.
Here's the thing about
I don't think so.
Right? So it's not our business. So I'm not even going to put that out there, whether they were trying or not trying, right? I'm going to assume, based on both of their positions with the company, that this was something they didn't foresee happening. I don't know if they were trying to have a kid. I don't really care. The issue with the beginning process of the women's division growing in the first place, this was Vince's nightmare. This was why Vince didn't want high-profile women's matches, because they get pregnant. And that takes them out for fucking not even 9 months. Everyone always says 9 months. Well, they're going to be out for 9 months. No. 9 months is when they're going to have the baby. Then there's the 6 weeks after.
The
then
healing process.
The healing process. There's the postpartum.
If it's a C-section, it's another 6 weeks.
There's the postpartum.
So that's like 3 months of healing.
Even after you completely heal from everything and you go through your postpartum, a woman's body still
breastfeeding.
Needs exactly the nutrients, everything. Especially if you're an athlete.
That chick with the beak nose in AEW.
Oh, you gotta be more specific.
Come on.
Beak nose.
Come on, the big ass nose.
In AEW?
Yeah, she was in WWE as well.
Oh, that does narrow it down a little bit.
What was her name? I can't think of her name right now.
Beak nose. I don't
Come
know who you're talking
on, she's
about.
fugly. Come on, ugly.
What about her though?
Okay, she got pregnant. They let her go, and
Who the hell are you talking
630
about?
something days later, she's still on fucking maternity leave.
Oh, Ruby Soho.
There you go,
Jesus
Birdbeak.
Christ.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I do
she's
remember that.
still at home with the baby.
I don't think she's coming back.
And they're touting, we have the best maternity leave in
maternity,
wrestling.
because the
You know what I mean?
father's
'Cause
gone too. They
yeah,
both gone. And they
maternity
just made the
paternity.
announcement they're opening up, what was it, a coffee shop or some shit?
Yeah, so if you can open up a store,
So
you
they're
can get
not-
back to
yeah.
working in the ring.
Because
I'm just saying.
and that's the issue. And I'm glad there's a woman on the show saying this, because if I was alone on this show right now when I said that, I'd be labeled sexist. But it's a concern because you're putting money behind this individual.
You're
putting them on promotional packages. You're marketing this person. You're selling this individual as a product for your company. And now, poof, she's just fucking gone. So it's just like, now what do we do? So it's a positive that they have so many female options now, just like the dudes, right? Because a woman, I've heard women say, and this is factual, okay, yes, I can get pregnant and I can be out for over a year. He could blow his ACL, be out for over a year. He could break an arm. He could break a leg. How is that any different? Which there's some validity to that, because it's another situation where it was unforeseen. It was not planned on. It just kind of happened. But what happens in those situations? We're seeing it now. Seth blows his shoulder out. He's got to vacate the title.
After pretending to blow his shoulder
After
out.
pretending to blow his knee out, he now has blown his shoulder out. He has now blown his shoulder out for realsies. So now he's got to go home. So what's the plan of action? They come out, they do damage control. They already had a number one contender. They basically had a match to have another number one contender. There's your match. We move forward. They're now in a position with the women to do that. So you saw what happened when Naomi gave up the title, right? We already had a number one contender, Stephanie Vaquer, right? She won the Battle Royal at Evolution. She gets Naomi at Clash in Paris, and she announced a pregnancy. She held the belt up. They didn't do a match in Clash in Paris because they were in panic mode, rebuilding. Where are we going to go? They had to plan. So unfortunately, Steph got fucked out of Clash in Paris. But what did we wind up with? Io Sky, who did technically lose the title to Naomi, but it was a cash-in situation. She's entitled to a rematch. Didn't give it to her straight up. She had a match to earn her spot. Io and Stephanie for the vacant title. We move forward. So I think now that's kind of the idea of, well, what if she gets pregnant? Well, what if he breaks his fucking neck? They put the machine behind Big E. He took one bad belly to belly on the floor, and he's never coming back. So I don't consider it an injury, but I don't think it's an excuse anymore.
It's not.
Here's the panic that I do have. Becky Lynch. Becky was the man.
Mm-hmm.
Becky was on top.
Mm-hmm.
The most popular anything in WWE. Dick and balls and vaginas, it doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Becky was the shit.
She also gave her belt, didn't she?
She got pregnant.
What year? No, this is before 2023.
This was during the pandemic.
2020.
2020.
Okay.
She got pregnant. We found out after WrestleMania when she took the test that she was pregnant. She gave up the belt. She relinquished it. It wasn't vacant though. She relinquished it and she gave it to the number one contender, which was Asuka. So it never actually got vacated. But that's not my issue. My issue is this with the pregnancy. Becky was the man. Becky was the shit. She disappeared. She had the baby. She had everything we just described. So out for she left. Her last match was that WrestleMania 2020. She came back SummerSlam in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a year and 4 months. That's 16 months later. She came back. She's not been the same since.
She hasn't been.
That aura is completely gone. She's not a bad wrestler, and she's still, in my opinion, a top guy, but top girl, right? Top woman, top lady, whatever the fuck. But she's not the man anymore.
She's not.
There's a new man in town. Ripley. There's a new captain. Hey, look at me. I'm the captain now. She's the captain now. Okay, look at me.
Her ass is the captain now.
Well, I don't know. Stephanie's.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I meant. Yeah, sorry.
Stephanie also getting the push now.
Yeah, she's.
Tiffany's getting obviously she's the women's champion. They have options, right? Is my point. But My fear is for Naomi, can I get that back? Because Becky was as high as it gets. She never got it back.
Now, how about the other people? So you have
Rollins is an idiot.
Hold on.
And we already spoke about Rollins.
Wait. We have Liv Morgan
Yes.
and Raquel Rodriguez. Liv Morgan got hurt with a shoulder injury.
Right.
And they had to vacate their titles.
Right.
And I don't think Raquel has bounced back. And not only that.
No, Raquel took a hit for sure. And
she
she's
did.
just now.
And she's not the one that
who
got hurt.
Yeah, I know. As a matter of fact, the one who got hurt came back and had the best run of her entire life. That was the start. That was the reasoning behind the Live Revenge tour when Rhea took her shoulder out. And then she was gone for like 8, 9, 10 months, something like that. Comes back and immediately hurts Rhea's shoulder, which was completely by accident because she didn't toss her into the wall. Rhea took the bump herself and still separated the shoulder.
Oh, yeah, because Rhea had to vacate her.
And then, yep, and
title.
that led to Rhea having to vacate, which Becky was supposed to go on vacation after WrestleMania 40. Didn't, because of the vacating. They put the belt on Becky to buy time for the plan to develop, which ended up being Liv. So Liv beats Becky for the title. So now Liv took out Rhea by the same injury she had, which was the shoulder, and then took her belt. And then when Rhea came back for the belt, that match at SummerSlam, she also took Dom. So she took her shoulder, her belt,
and her man
in a span of a few months. So of all the vacating so far, Liv is the winner. She's had a better run, but now take it to Liv now because Liv's currently out with a shoulder injury.
And yes, she is
after having the run of her life, which is what Naomi just did. We'll see if they come back and can capitalize because much like Becky, who knows who's going to be on the roster when they come back, and are they going to be as hot as the people that are coming up? If Liv and Naomi come back to a world where it's Jordynne Grace, Sol Ruca, Jada Parker, mixed in with Raquel, Roxanne, Stephanie, Tiffany, that's a tough field. That's a tough field. I don't know if they're going to get the time, if they're going to get, because remember, the reason for the good push is time was allocated to them. That time is now being allocated somewhere else. And if that time being allocated there works, they're not just going to pull the plug because she's back. I don't know where Liv's career would have been when she returned from that shoulder injury if Rhea wouldn't have separated her shoulder. Because if that match would have happened as planned, Rhea would have definitely have gone over. Where does that leave Liv? There would have been no title run. There would have been no Dom. There would have been no Judgment Day. They would have never gotten that. So her wrestling ability is not that great. It was all character and her acting. She's good at that. So who would have known?
And now Seth.
So now we need to see.
Now is Seth leaving his storyline in a good place where when he comes back, he could just slide back into what he was already doing?
That depends on his opponents.
Or if they start him completely new with somebody else when he comes back, it's going to feel weird.
I think this injury is coming at a bad time for Seth. Because there's four people.
Slowly. People are going.
We talked about this already. It's time to have that conversation. Remember, we talked about it when we talked about Crown Jewel. It's time to have that conversation. His back, both of his knees, now his shoulder. The only thing he hasn't injured yet, God forbid, is his neck. Yet. And we're lucky that front bump he took wasn't the neck. If he would have done the torpedo.
But I'm glad that he's vacating it this time.
And not pushing it like he usually does.
Pushing it and not doing physical therapy. And
but here's the thing.
And not still coming out and doing promos and stuff like that. That he's gone this time. Yeah. And I'm happy for that.
But now here's the thing. Is that him or is that Triple H finally saying enough?
I think that's Triple H.
I think it's Triple H too. Or somebody in the locker room going, no more.
No, like this
Forget
is ridiculous.
This.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, for real.
Because every time you beg us to put you back in, something else tears. Stop.
I mean,
that's probably why they took the belt off him.
We're not becoming the dead horse at this point.
Watch this. There's a reason why they stripped him immediately. There wasn't even a conversation. He was stripped immediately. Mm-hmm. So I don't consider it punishment. I'm considering this
a wake-up call.
A wake-up call. You're pushing too hard. You're at that stage in your career where you have to do a lot less. A lot less.
Yeah.
No, stop coming off the top rope with all this crazy shit. Stop doing it in For the first time in your career, stop listening to your gut, because your gut is still 21 years old. It's not keeping up with what the rest of your body is doing. I was just saying 2 seconds ago, we're lucky it wasn't his neck. He bumped on his shoulder to save Cody. If he would have said,
how old is he right now?
Oh, we did that math last time. How old is Seth Rollins?
Yeah.
39.
Damn.
May 28th, 1986. You got 3 years on him. No, 1 year. You're only 1 year apart. Literally, same month. But he's 39, but he's not actually 39. He's been taking bumps for
His body is like
he's been
59.
taking bumps for 20 years. And the first 10 of it was in Ring of Honor, where they really beat the shit out of each other. He was damaged before he got here. The fact that his body's lasted this long is amazing, but it's here. Father time has come. Father time has come. There's really nothing else to that. It's time to have that conversation. Roman's been on a thread for years. Nobody wants to talk about it because he's at AEW, but Moxley can't do this for fucking forever either. All their bodies are fucked up.
Okay, so hold on. Does it have all of them? Let me see. Okay, in November 2015, Seth Rollins tore an ACL, MCL, meniscus in his right knee.
What year?
2015.
Yeah. That was when he
Then
had
2
when he was
years
the
later-
champion and he was out for like 9 months.
2 years later, he retore the MCL in his right knee. So let's just say by now his right knee is fucked.
It's
Okay.
been fucked apparently.
Now in 2024,
Uh-huh.
he tore his meniscus in his left knee.
Right.
Okay. And then and at this point, he's already had 2 surgeries.
Yes.
2
and he's
surgeries
been
already on
pushing
both
off-
knees.
Yeah, and he's been pushing off the back surgery, he said,
Okay.
since 2022.
And after the first surgery, he didn't miss time. But after his second surgery, he missed 2 months.
Okay.
So he's still trying to push it.
Right.
2025, another knee injury. Okay.
Right.
Wait,
2025?
July 2025. Oh,
No, they're counting the kayfabe one.
the kayfabe one.
Right, yeah.
But in October,
He now has the shoulder.
now he has the shoulder. And it says he's expected to undergo another surgery
Uh-huh.
and miss several months
Yeah, he's out.
of action.
He's out.
So that's 3 surgeries.
Yeah.
He
And
is
I just said he's
done.
and he's been pushing off the back surgery.
Yeah.
He's needed back surgery for a few years now.
Yeah, he needs to.
It's time to get real. Like, if you're not going to retire,
It's
you have a
not
lot
only
you have
that.
to
If
change.
you have to think about what life is gonna be like in
Oh, no.
old,
no, we're past that.
age.
We're past that. He's already fucked.
he's not gonna be an old man with a cane. He's gonna be an old man
In the
in
chair.
a chair,
Yes.
in a wheelchair.
Yes,
He's not gonna be able
absolutely.
to walk anymore.
Absolutely. No,
And he
we're
has a
there
kid.
now.
He
No,
has
no,
a kid. He
We're
has to
there
think
now.
about.
We're there now. His body's taking too much damage as it is. He's young enough to still fight it off at 39. At 59, forget it. Forget it. It's over. We're past that. He's already at the point of no return. It's the body. His body has taken so much damage. And for the record, we're not saying all this as a negative. We're saying this as a cautionary fucking tale. That style that they wrestled back then, the Ring of Honor style, that stiff, beat the shit out of it. Look at AJ's body right now. Look at all those guys, Roderick Strong, all those guys, Samoa Joe, all those guys that are still doing it today. Look at their bodies. Look at the way that they walk.
Okay, I know that this year, 2025, has been the retirement year.
Yeah,
who shall not be named, and AJ
everyone's
Styles.
AJ, yeah.
But I think
Shinsuke's now talking about 2026 being his last year.
2027 needs to be Seth's year. That's gonna be his farewell tour. If he's gonna leave any legacy behind, if he's gonna have one more storyline or one more run, he better make it that year and retire and do a whole Edge speech and nearly cry in the ring of his retirement. He needs to be done.
You're gonna have to pry this business from his cold goddamn hands. The only person, and I know this firsthand, The only person who is going to be able to convince Seth Rollins to retire is not Triple H, it's not Vince McMahon, it's not Roman Reigns, it's not any of his close personal friends. Only one person possesses that power, and it's Becky. That's it. Becky, I think Becky and Ro, the daughter, is the only ones that I believe will have the ability to sit his ass down and say, done. Has to be. Has to be. You're gonna fucking die in there. You're gonna fucking die in there.
She needs to Iron Man it. We'll be okay.
Yeah, we're gonna be fine, brother.
Be fine.
We're gonna be fine. And not for nothing, I don't think Becky's too far away herself. I can only assume that
all the time.
I know you criticize.
Maybe she needs to open up a comic book shop.
No, but I think personally, there's a reason behind the dramatic weight loss, though. For me personally, I just think there's a reason for the dramatic weight loss. There's got to be something health-wise that we don't know about. There has to be, because it's a dramatic look.
I think
she looks like sticks.
But I think the reason she looked that way, is because after the baby was born, she wanted to appear snatched again. So I think she overdid it, and now she's not able to put on weight back on.
She was donating blood and forgot to say when.
Yeah, she was overdoing.
She just got into the routine and everything,
so that she can get her body back.
Yeah.
To show like, hey, I'm committed.
She went too far in the other direction.
She went too far with it, and now she's too thin.
It doesn't
she's too
look
frail
at all.
She can't do it anymore. I loved her. But you can fall out of love too. Okay.
Well, think about it now. What you're saying, you fell out of love because you let your body go. It's not the same woman.
No. It's not that she let her body go. It's that she appears weak.
Frail almost.
And I need my champion to not be weak and frail.
Yeah, but you also,
even if it's the Intercontinental belt,
even more so. We're still developing that belt.
All right. I need you to be a bad bitch with a belt.
So the vacancies,
not a frail bitch with a belt.
The vacancies, based on what we've discussed so far, it's a pendulum. It can go really well for you, Liv Morgan, or it can go really bad for you, like Seth.
And even the people involved can get affected too.
Well, I was just going to say that earlier. There's 4 people that are directly affected that when he comes back, because he's out, he's going to be out for so long, that's going to be a tremendous problem. Because if the 4 people he was programmed with excel, or worse, decelerate, you have nothing to do with him. Right? So Seth's out of the picture. Punk and Jey Uso was going to the pay-per-view for the title. It's going to be CM Punk. CM Punk's going to win the World Heavyweight Championship. On the off chance that run is a flop and it damages Punk, it kills that feud. Because right now they're both hot. Right now, anything can change in, let's say he's out 8 or 9 months. A lot can happen in 8 or 9 months, especially from now. That's Royal Rumble. That's WrestleMania season that he's going to be missing. Punk may not have the value that he has right now in 8 or 9 months. Same thing with the other, with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker. They could be accelerated by the time he comes back, which means if that's the case, if let's say Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed break through, right? They're main eventers at this point. You're going to have Seth come back from injury and beat them? No.
Well, they just did that to somebody.
Who's that?
He was on the injury list, and he just came back and he won a belt on SmackDown.
Oh, Ilya Dragunov.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, he beat Sami Zayn though. He's the WWE pincushion. It's fine.
But he still came back off of being injured and beat somebody.
But you know what? You know why that happened? Because they're gonna push him. They're not gonna push Sami Zayn. That works. That's why I'm saying the other way wouldn't work.
Seth comes back,
if Seth comes back
and they want to push him,
it depends on their position. If Bronson and Breaker are still right where they are, kind of on the cusp, somewhere in the middle, hell yeah, Seth Rollins comes back and beat them. If they de-escalate, if somehow between now and Seth's return they kind of lose the momentum that they have, absolutely Seth goes over on them. If he comes back and both of those motherfuckers are on top, there's no fucking way.
Honestly, I have no faith in the Braun Browns.
No faith in the Braun Browns?
No faith in the Braun Browns.
Fucked up.
Okay?
That's fucked up.
Now.
Both or just one?
Both.
You don't like either one of them?
I don't like either one of them right now.
Okay, all right.
I think they have a long ways to go.
Oof, I don't. That's
Okay.
tough. Okay.
But I don't think they're going to go higher than where they are right now. And I
Not
think
in the immediate future. No.
no, I think they're going to stay
Just
exactly.
build. Just build. Just
They're
build.
going to stay exactly where they are. But I think when Seth eventually comes
You're gonna
back,
feed him to Seth.
I think that
We just told him he needs to
they're
slow
gonna
down.
fuck around with Seth. And I think that's how they should do it. They should fuck around with Seth.
Who, the Bromrons?
The Bromrons should fuck around with Seth for a little bit. Like, hey, we still remember.
He's gonna be the returning hero when he comes back.
No. But I don't like the Browns right now.
I don't like the Browns. Oh, fair enough.
Because as you said that, what's his move?
What's his move?
The spear?
Breaker?
No. Yeah, breaker.
Yes, the spear.
The spear. I feel like that's all he has right now. Okay. And I feel like he's always trying to one up the last one and make it look more dangerous and more crazy. And I feel like when he gets the mic, his voice isn't as strong as it should be. I feel like it's kind of like, you know, when a boy, his voice is starting to change, and it kind of gets deep and squeaky at times, and you know,
deep and squeaky. Yes.
Yeah, like I feel like when he talks, his tone gets deep and then squeaky, and it's just, it's not there for me yet.
You're not impressed with anybody.
I'm not impressed with him.
Okay. Just him. All right.
Just him. And honestly, when he talks to people, it doesn't feel like it comes out smooth like a Paul Heyman. It doesn't come out smooth like a Seth Rollins. It doesn't even come out smooth like a Sami Zayn. I feel like he's always overthinking in his head.
Yeah.
When he
that
speaks,
part I'll
and
co-sign
you see
with
it
for sure.
On his face. He's like somebody who's taking a shit and who's trying to hide they're taking a shit. You still see it on his face.
He has visible confusion.
Yes.
Where like you could see his face.
See his brain, his
you
mind
could see
working.
him working his
exactly. And I'm like, I need you.
What was I supposed to say?
Yeah, like what was I supposed to say? What did I memorize? What was the key point I'm supposed to get out? I see that still.
He's not there yet.
Exactly.
I agree with you on that. He's not there yet.
And so
to say that he's not impressive right now is crazy. But
he needs a lot of work.
They both do.
But I think when he was in NXT, didn't they promote his in-ring work more than his mouth? But now when you get to the main roster,
they did let him cut promos. He did do stuff down there. It wasn't just his in-ring stuff. They did let him cut promos and be involved with storylines and all that other stuff, but it was not his forte then either. I think they called him up essentially because his work was so good it couldn't be ignored. But the outside stuff, the promos, the timing on things when he's not in the ring, I think that's why another reason why they were so, because Bronson Reed, I think they feel is a little behind Braun when it comes to the in-ring stuff. But Bronson to me does the other stuff better than Braun. Bronson is a big guy with a tough voice. He cuts simple promos, but they're effective promos. He's not going to sit there and give you soliloquies, and he's just going to talk about beating you up and all that other stuff. He keeps it very basic, bad guy, big guy. And his timing on things like when he does the tsunami, for a guy of his size to be as accurate as he is fucking amazing. But he doesn't put together a match the way that Braun can. Whereas Braun can do that part physically. He's explosive. He looks great. But he has a hard time doing those promos, especially when they're... He takes me as the kind of person that would be better off the top of his head than reading the paper, I feel. Because I don't think he would talk as long. And I don't think he would talk as much if he didn't. I don't think
he's that eloquent or that creative.
I don't think he would need to
come up with some.
I think he just needs to be intimidating. He doesn't need to be. He's not the kind of guy I feel like that needs to be.
I'm not that intimidating.
A tremendous. Well, that's a silly thing to say. What do you mean you're not intimidating? He'd beat the shit out of you. He would beat the teetotal shit out of you. He would beat the teetotal shit out of a lot of people standing in front of him. Even Punk was like, bar fight. Yeah, I gotta have him. Gotta have me some Braun Breaker. But yeah, titles can go either way, so we'll see.